Right now, though, we do have to go live to a press conference with Senator Richard Blumenthal and Lieutenant Governor Susan Bysiewicz on the recent federal cuts to pregnancy prevention programs, especially for teens in Connecticut.
Responsibly and reprehensibly. That's why I've written to Robert F. Kennedy Jr., along with colleagues, including Patty Murray, the head of the Democratic ranking member on the Appropriations Committee, and we are again sounding the alarm. We are again saying to this administration, as we did in 2017, stop doing something that is cruel and stupid. It is cruel and stupid to cancel these programs mid-program, midway through a 5-year program. And I hope we'll have the same result. Pushing back, saying no, stopping an effort that is cruel and stupid, cruel to young people, stupid for our society, makes no sense. They should just do the right thing and continue these programs. So we are really fortunate to have in Connecticut such great advocates as you who are here today, both Reproductive Equity Now and Planned Parenthood have been at the forefront nationally. I'm very, very grateful. And likewise, our governor and lieutenant governor, Governor Lamont, Lieutenant Governor Bysiewicz, have been really steadfast, incredible advocates. So thank you for being here today.
Well, thank you so much, Senator Blumenthal, for inviting me to be part of this important conversation. I am very troubled by the administration's recent cuts to the teen pregnancy prevention program. This is very, very dangerous, and it means $730,000 that is in jeopardy to Connecticut organizations. There are several dozen of them. Senator mentioned one in Avon. Planned Parenthood is one of the providers of the teen pregnancy prevention program. And to highlight Senator Blumenthal's point, these programs have been incredibly successful. For the first time in the history of our country, data from the CDC shows that women aged 40 and over are having more babies than teenagers, right? Also, if you look at other studies, the birth rate amongst teenagers between 15 to 19 has dropped 65% in our country. So this shows that these teen prevention programs are incredibly impactful. It's very rare to have data showing success like this. So for the money, this is an incredible investment. And we should be celebrating the success and continuing the investment, not cutting the funding. Also, I think it's important to say that in addition to our federal administration targeting these proven teen prevention pregnancy programs, it also is attacking the LGBTQ plus community by taking these programs away. And unfortunately, it will mean for the future more sexually transmitted diseases and other negative consequences from teaching safe sex in a scientific-based and health-based way, especially from the community organizations like Planned Parenthood that are trusted healthcare providers. So hopefully, Senator Blumenthal, your efforts will be successful, but also know that the governor and I are committed to making sure that these programs continue in our state.
Exactly. Well, thank you. Thanks.
All right, this is a story, obviously, we will continue to follow, and you can follow along on our app. You're watching Channel